morning after snow, but yes, I yearn for you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Take off!
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17
They'll gain
yards.
17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
60 Bison, 60 Bison!
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Cowboy 80! Go!
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60!
Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
For a Lions first down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
3rd down.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
It is third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Room to run past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So one quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 6-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City. In a moment, from the 29, here's second down and 7. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell. Inside the 20.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard drive.
Okay, ready? Set up. Check up.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. From the 43, here's second down and 2. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long.
70 range. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. To the pylon, he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the handoff, this is Barkley.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
The RPO is caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
A gain of 14 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. 2nd down, they need 7.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now from the gun. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Zach Barr, the all-pro, makes the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. The Lions all their first time out. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's caught by Gibbs. So the Eagles lose their first time out here. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good. And the Lions tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They don't want a repeat of first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great, set. Easy, 63, 60.
Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll pitch it to Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. from the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And this time they stopped him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty.
For Philadelphia.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
A gain of 24
An
yards.
ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Detroit Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will score! Game on! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Hurts. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Lions 22, Eagles 19. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Yeah. From up and down, just shy of the 40. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
6 yards.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll drop to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run with Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. 3rd down and 9. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game. A little more breathing room now. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Here is 1st and 10. Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Barkley.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. The Lions call their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here comes Barkley. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. A run with Barkley. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Here's the spike, and he stops it with 8 seconds remaining. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish.